Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy XIV playthrough video. So last episode got a little bit weird. There was like encoding issues and the end got cut off and there was like zoom things and whatever. So that sucked. But the only part that we were missing was literally right at the end. Yeah, there was like a little conversation. I don't think the conversation was even that important. I said I liked the rug, the fireplace. She got a bigger desk. And then we said, yeah, we're the Scions and we live in the Rising Stones now. And that was about it. So already, as you've noticed, I have traded in some Allegan tombstones and got the ironworks thing. So I made a note of like what you guys were suggesting and stuff to do. So the main things that I should be doing are like main story quests, obviously, the Primal quests, which come from Urianger. A lot of you have been suggesting that from the start, so I'm really excited to finally get to experience that. Then there's also the Crystal Tower quest line, which is required, I think, for the main story quest. So all of that should be super fun. So yeah, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. It really helps out the channel. We're trying to get to 1K. That would be awesome. Hit the like button and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss any future uploads as well. All right, so let's just get in the main story, I guess. Truly there is no rest for the weary. Scarce had I begun to make myself at home when I received a request for assistance from Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It would appear their storehouse in Horizon has been the target of a series of covert robberies. Minor as they seemed in isolation, occasional discrepancies in the manifests were long dismissed as clerical errors. It was only during the Concern's annual audit that a pattern became apparent. Significant quantities of crystals, and only crystals, were missing. I need hardly tell you what that may imply. Primals. The brass blades charged with investigating the thefts believe that someone within the concern is selling the crystals for profit. Alas, they have as yet been unable to identify a likely suspect, and the concern's proprietors have grown frustrated by their lack of progress. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stolen goods been of merely monetary value. If there is even a possibility that the thief acts not out of self-interest but in service to a primal, we can ill afford to wait for the blades to realize their mistake. Pray depart for Horizon at your earliest convenience. Rendezvous with the Stola when you arrive. She and Thancred have already begun a preliminary investigation. I have every confidence that the three of you will get to the bottom of these thefts. I only hope our fears prove unfounded when you do. Okay, so who's using the crystals for the primals? Your assistance is most welcome. I have already spoken at length of the brass blades of the Rose, albeit to little avail. It would seem that the thieves took great pains to conceal their activities. I could go into further detail, but your time might better be spent in conversation with Fufalupa. He is the officer charged with leading the investigation, and I would only be repeating that which he related to me. If aught eluded my attention, mayhap it will not elude yours. What a pleasure to see you again. Ishtul is said to expect you. Terrible business, these thefts. We have yet to confirm the quantity of crystals stolen, but I dare say it may be greater than... but never mind that. I have news to share. A short while ago, the driver of a heavily laden carriage refused to halt for inspection and broke through one of our checkpoints on the Royal Allegan Sunway. The cart bolted off toward Eastern Thanalan, where, thank the gods, I hear that our colleagues were able to apprehend them without further incident. A speeding carriage? That would seem a curious choice for thieves of such proven cunning, yet the Amalja do have a foothold in Eastern Thanalan. And what of their cargo? Did they carry the crystals we seek? We should be receiving a report any moment now, but I fail to see what else it could... Did you... Oh, Thancred's back. Did you miss me, friends? I'm back. But I fear I come bearing disappointing news. Or, on second thought, perhaps it's good news after all. Thancred, wherever have you been off to? I figured you had everything under control here, so I just took a brief excursion to the east to check up on our Amalja friends. And wouldn't you believe it, I happened upon a runaway carriage on the way, and even was able to do my small part to help my friends in the Brass Blades intercept it. In all my years, I've never seen such a prodigious quantity of somnus. The Blades were calling it one of the greatest hauls they've ever seen. The stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found. Damn. Is that so? Alas, I suppose we have no choice but to resume our search elsewhere. We should reassess our options as well. Come with us. Against all expectation, it would seem the Amalja are innocent of this particular spate of crimes. By all indications, they have yet to replenish the stores of crystals exhausted during their last attempt to summon Ifrit. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such lengths to obtain crystals and in such quantities. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves. If their motive were profit, why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly, we are missing something. While you think about what it might be, I shall inform Urianger of our progress or lack thereof.
Now then.
Isn't this the Costa del Sol? music? Wait, he said something. There's voiceovers?
Tis I. The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
Two voiceover lines.
Indeed, I
Three.
shall remain watchful. Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to... Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Oh, very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's toll. Save thine insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me amenable.
What the fuck is this guy even saying? Ooh. Who's this in their purple thing?
Far across the sea from the land of Domans have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here speaks for you?
They don't have a leader? Any bright ideas? A solitary flash of insight? No. Well then, for want of a better suggestion, I say we try picking Fufalupa's brain again. Who knows, if we work together we may yet find something of use nestled away within it. Oh, but it is good to see you return. I was right over there. Anyway, I've given some thought to the matter, and I have just hit upon a most disturbing possibility. How could I have been so blind? Calm yourself, Fufalupa. What is this disturbing possibility of which you speak? I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped our notice for so long, and then it came to me. What if there is someone among our own ranks conspiring with them, a traitor in our own midst? We know a lot about that. It would be most unfortunate if your fears proved well-founded, Fufalupa. Indeed, if for reasons of security the concern decided to transfer the remaining crystal sword and horizon to another location, their plans would be discovered the moment the brass blades were informed. But such a shipment would surely be well guarded. Would thieves as willy as ours risk open confrontation? Mayhap not, but neither would the concern be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret, to entrust the goods to, let's say, a lone Makut miner traveling without escort so as not to attract undue attention. But who? Ah, I see. Yes, the concern may well elect to do that, but to travel with so much cargo would be a strenuous task indeed, and this miner would certainly need to rest upon the way. Mayhap north of the bridge to Hammerley? A fine spot for a rest, would you not agree? You lie in wait to the north, and I shall do the same to the south. Forgive me, my friends, but I have received new orders. I must inform my men at once. Standing watch. It's called board. Okay. Oh, she changed outfit. Stubborn to the last as expected. You are unharmed? Correct. A gang of sea wolf thieves, and in Thailand no less. I suppose there's a first time for everything. Sea wolves, all of them. Aye, and all with the same taste in facial tattoos. Blue, in case you were wondering. Our thieves are a long way from home. So who are these people? Thancred, if you would be so good as to attend the outstanding matters in Horizon, I have inquiries to make. To Horizon then. Fufalupa will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves. On behalf of the Brass Blades of the Rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. But we've not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. Is that so? Then, by your leave, I should very much like to have a word with the fellow in private. No. I'm afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he managed to subdue the unit of blades dispatched to detain him and made good his escape. Oh, for the love of... You can't talk, Thancred. You're not allowed to talk on these matters. And how did he manage that exactly? Your men haven't been sampling that somnus we confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? No, but he was quite strong. A sea wolf, Leminson born and raised, I believe. But do not worry, we will find him. You have my word on that. I see. Pray keep me appraised of any developments. Yes, he's standing next to me. Understood? I fear our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing, I know, but one must follow where duty leads. You might try to look a little disappointed, or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you? You're late no matter. I know where our visitors are headed. From what I've been able to gather, this vessel belongs to a band of Domans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You're familiar with Doma, yes? An author. Yeah. Well, like the rest of the nations of the eastern continent, is ruled by the Garlean Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale. And more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. We would be fools not to pursue this opportunity, do you not think? Come with me to Ul'Dah. Unless I am mistaken, and I am rarely mistaken, we will find the Domans bickering with the Sultan sworn on the Royal Promenade. You're uncertain of your role in the proceedings? Insurance, if our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be being pursued by some, and if not, who better than you to have on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Besides, I do so enjoy your sparkling repartee. Satisfied? Good. I shall see you in Ul'Dah. There they are, bickering. It matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Pray understand, good sir, we have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us that small kindness. Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. You know not what you do. I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears. A loyal man with a cold heart, I know his kind well. I hope that you will find me more to your liking. Alphanode Levelier, at your service, a friend. Which I believe makes me very nearly unique in this part of the world, at least. Few indeed are your allies in Ul'Dah, yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourselves to the wealthy and powerful. Pray join me and my associate at the quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us, and we shall see if there's aught we can do to help. Was this Alphanode's favourite spot? It is, it's the same table.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Lady Yugiri.
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone. Razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
Damn. Rip Doma.
Have mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors.
Wait, that's all that's left?
Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
Oh yeah.
The lords of Ul'Dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Yeah, there's that whole story about refugees in Ul'Dah. Damn, they have a really bad refugee problem. Holy shit.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum. nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'Dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
That was his
Lady
play
Yugiri,
the whole time.
Forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Ul'Dah unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
My hands? I want to talk to Rauban. I'm more of a friend than you are. Lady Yugiri, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think you will be pleased with his reply. We've been granted an audience before the Sultana and the Syndicate both. We should return to the Royal Promenade at once. You've done much for us, Master Alphanode. I swear we shall return the favor. Naught is owed, Lady Yugiri, for naught has been given. This small favor you fairly won with your words, and it is with words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate. Then I shall choose them with care. You will be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them, assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us in the Royal Promenade. Hey, a pleasure. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting. Nice hat.
I, Yugiri of Doma, am honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri.
Did her voice change?
Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
Does that mean she's never gonna say the line again?
Rauban?
No!
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Doma, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this
In that
counted
ship?
but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge.
Oh. But there's 200 in that ship. Holy
It is
crap.
my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow.
Yeah, we could do
Understand,
200.
We do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
That seems reasonable.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
Did his voice change too?
The law is the law.
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'Dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think.
He's one of them.
Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'Dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
They usually go hand in hand.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred Domans Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Yes. The law is the law. And so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
He seems like he's got her there.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than Gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Ul'Dah's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage have fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote.
Yes, let's do that.
To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Wait, they can't just like they can't just raise their hand. They have to do like a walk of shame. I suppose it's more dramatic. Oh, the hat. No. Uh-oh. Well, that's a loss. Does she not get a veto?
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, My authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace. And I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
So what are they gonna do? Live on a boat? As you observed, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Often I've wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. But I will waste no words on him, not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone follow me to the Hall of Flames. The Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The Monitors have made their position clear. Agreed, Ul'Dah is not an option. Nor are Limsa or Gridania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs, which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Oh, I was right. Gods, the thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope of better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative, a place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. Minfilia, that is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege, but I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time, a week mayhap, or even just a few days? Excellent, I shall keep you informed. Lady Yugiri, I have a proposal if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alphanode. The headquarters of my order, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mor Dhona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action and lacks the comforts of more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labour, less you doubt, with naught save for food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you yourself propose, Lady Yugiri. Though I will not hear a word said against our beloved Ul'Dah, Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Master Alphanode, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is one of hard labour and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat, considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the Ul'Dah Adventurers Guild can be of assistance, look for me there. Lady Yugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, may we discuss what aid the Immortal Flames can provide. Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the Immortal Flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Where a smaller number mayhap it will go unnoticed, but the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mor Dhona. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the Domans' behalf. Very well, we should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. After all that has befallen these good people, it is the least I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'Dah, Lady Yugiri. And you in Revenant's Toll, my lord. Well, it sounds like we all have work to do. Lady Yugiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? I would entrust the task of escorting our Doman friends to you after you have rested your own weary legs. Of course, what say you? The only thing I can say. So I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around, make sure the area is safe, and if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. So there was a beastie, was being the operative word, eh? Well fought, sir, well fought. Ah, if only I were in better health, I should have been proud to stand at your side. Pay my son no mind, he forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we have been able to call upon heirs of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten, Lady Yugiri's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, and yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life. All this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, Father, to who she has given everything, we shall give her all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do it without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's Toll will grow and prosper by our hands. What? Hey, Mr. 2, Koharu and I want to know why you became an adventurer. Why did you become an adventurer? I'm pretty sure this was my first ever answer. When I got off the cart in Ul'Dah, I think I said, yeah, I want to be rich. This seems mysterious. So you like roses? I think I understand. I mean, they're nice and everything, but don't they grow in lots of places? It's my turn now. Excuse me, Mr. 2. I've got a question. What's Revenant's Toll like? Is it pretty? It's a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers. Yay! You mean there are lots of people there who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait. Enough, Koharu. It's my turn again. Mr. 2, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? You gotta work out, son. You gotta work out 7 days a week. You gotta drink 3 protein shakes a day. Train every day. Buy weapons and armor from Rome. Well, in my current situation, that is true. So, do I lie to kids? Fight ferocious beasts. Seek out new experiences and adventures. You gotta train every day, kid. Aha, so my father was right. How do you do it then? Come on and tell me. Don't leave anything out. Alright, that's enough questions. That's not fair. Why does Yuzan get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? No. Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Mr. 2. I won't forget it. I'm going to be an adventurer too. You know what this reminds me of? The start of Pokemon. I'm going to be the best trainer. No, I'm going to be the best trainer. Like, guys, I'm literally fighting like demigods and shit. You don't want to do this. It's too stressful. When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make an adventurers guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Mr. 2 and Lady Yugiri. This guy's going to turn out to be the Antichrist. You can already tell. Yeah, just like Mr. 2 and Lady Yugiri. We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? Oh god, that must be the worst carriage journey ever. It's past time Lady Yugiri met with the guild representatives in Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Thanalan which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slothborn upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yugiri to Minfilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting tie should stand the Domans in good stead for that which is to come. Safe travels. Okay. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, it really helps with the algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new upload. Also, follow me on Twitch if you haven't yet. All the links are in the description below. Come say hi, hang out during streams. I hope to see some of you guys over there. Anyway, peace.